Wahahaha, hello internet. I have returned for another 4-minute review, this time for Blade Warband. Warband is basically a re-release of the 2007 game Mountain Blade. Warband was released in 2010, originally just for PC, but has since become available on Xbox One and PlayStation 4. Set in a fictional medieval land, Warband is the ultimate choose-your-own-adventure story. Starting in the character creator, you create the most beautiful of characters. Then choose their backstory. From lowborn to nobleborn, choices in the character creation will affect both stats and how NPCs within the game treat you. A female character, for example, may have a harder time proving herself, and a lowborn character may have harder troubles when dealing with lords. This game does not give you direction at all. Aside from a few quests right in the beginning of the game, you will receive no direction or quest lines at all, but must go forth and seek adventure on your own. This means that you can go forth and join a faction, working your way up the hierarchy in an attempt to become king, or you can become a trader, traveling from city to city, ferrying goods around for profit. Or if you prefer violating some human rights, you can trade in slaves instead. Capturing bandits, deserters, and soldiers throughout the land, you can trade them to ransom brokers and slavers for a healthy sum. If you prefer to start your own faction, you can build up a private force and start besieging some castles. Or if you have given up on anything resembling a noble pursuit, you can just take to the trade routes, killing everyone who passes through and selling off their goods. Beginning the game with just the character you created, you can hire nameless peons from surrounding towns or rescue them from foes. As you travel to different cities, you will also meet named NPCs, each with their own backstories, who you can choose to hire. The nameless peons level up through battle and can then be upgraded to one of a few available classes. The named NPCs, on the other hand, level up the same way as you, gaining new levels and attribute points for you to spend as you see fit. The different NPCs come with certain strengths and weaknesses, and choosing or training them to suit your playstyle is important. Or if you're like me, you'll just choose the ones who look the coolest. There are 6 different factions in the game, 7 if you start your own, and they interact with each other constantly regardless of your interference. Knowing where they stand is important before choosing allies or enemies. There are also politics within each faction, and your favour with each of the lords and ladies is tracked in your journal. In this way, you can get ahead via politics rather than combat if that is where your area of interest lies. There is also the option of marrying into a position of power. With a range of lords and ladies to choose from, you can enjoy the subtle complexities of this medieval dating simulator, in which you have a couple of lines of unchanging dialogue or poetry reading to choose from as your wooing ammunition. So whether wooing, trading, or battling your way to victory, you will end up in hand-to-hand combat at some point throughout this game. You can be chased down on the overworld map, ambushed in the marketplace, and even assaulted in the pub by random drunks. Wherever you find yourself in battle, you will have the option of a variety of weapons to choose from, both close and ranged. Swords, axes, polearms, bows, and throwing knives are among your options. You can improve your skills via use or through the leveling system. Your weapons are aimed using the mouse and swung or fired by clicking. It is a slightly cumbersome method of combat, but easy enough to get the hang of. If you really hate the combat system, you can always just send your followers in to fight without you. Usually this means more casualties on your side, but it also seems to lead to more captured foes, which is handy if you are in the slaving business. So basically, if you want to run around freely in a medieval world and you don't care too much about shiny graphics, then this is the game for you. If you are into questlines, story, or any direction at all, then you might want to steer clear of this one. With a storyline, as long as you want to make it, as well as plenty of expansions and mods, this game has almost endless replayability, so go forth and play it.